Oh, boy. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting to be testy. I hate to say this, but I have been doing a lot more cussing, a lot more yelling, a lot more telling people to kiss my hind parts and everything else. Thank you, Dallas Cowboys. You have literally turned me into officially an angry old dude. Now, I know I'm 59. Maybe it was me turning 59 years old. Maybe that's part of it, that I'm getting closer and closer to being that angry dude that's telling you to get off his lawn. I miss being home. I love being at the Red Brick House, but I miss being here too. Um, it's amazing, the leaves are falling like crazy. I need to get out here and clean all that stuff up, but fortunately I'll be here all week before I go to Dallas to see the Cowboys versus the Eagles. And all I got to say is to you Eagle fans, you better not lose to the Cowboys. You better not lose to us. Be that as it may. Be that as it may, I am, for the most part, an optimist. I try and find the positive in everything. Although it's been hard, try and find positives with the Cowboys as they're currently constructed, where we've been completely decimated with injuries. More than anything else, one of the biggest problems with the Cowboys is we're just injured. Mike Zimmer doesn't have the horses. And if you're looking at tomorrow, Eric Kendricks may be out. We know Mike is going to be out. We know D-Law is going to be out. And possibly Diggs is going to be out. Or playing with a tear in his calf muscle. So I can't look at that and say, oh, well, good, Diggs is playing. And now we have the Zeke Elliott situation. Not that Zeke has been lighting up the world, people. People say, well, Zeke just needs more carries. Zeke, he ain't lost a step. The crazy thing is, we fall in love with players. We do. You know what happens with other teams? They don't fall in love with players like we do. They realize they're going to get old. And they realize that their production is going to go down. So sometimes it's better to take a player when they've hit that peak and say, let me trade them to get something in return to replace them, as opposed to them playing diminishing returns and then getting nothing. Case in point, when we look at, see, this is the problem with the Joneses. They look at it and say, we don't want to spend money in free agency. We believe in our guys. Okay. So let me ask this question hypothetically. If instead of the Cowboys signing Zeke to the $90 million contract or whatever it was, right? What if the Cowboys had traded Zeke at that point and got themselves a draft pick and didn't pay all the money that they did to Zeke? Because paying Zeke, what did we get in return? What did we get in return for paying Zeke? His numbers continue to go down. Okay, give you another example. Michael Gallup, we said we believe in our own guy, and we paid Michael Gallup, who at the time had a tore ACL. You had to think, or you should have been thinking, well, this guy might not be able to help me much this year because he's rehabbing from an ACL. But we're putting premium dollars towards him. Now, in the end, the Cowboys have paid him like $35 million for 2 seasons. So think about this for a second. They paid him $35 million. That's basically $17.5 million a year. Now, granted, we're paying part of it this year, we're paying part of it next year, but we got the services for 2 years. So, would the Cowboys have been better off instead of getting that contract that they got locked into and having the dead money with Michael Gallup? Wouldn't they have been better off signing a free agent for 2 years and not having the dead money hits? Case in point, you signed Terrence Steele to an $82 million contract. Terrence Steele, his rookie year, was not good. It was a COVID year. I can't say I blame him on that year because you couldn't even get with the team. You did everything basically on computer. There was no preseason, and then La'el Collins got hurt. And so his second year, he played pretty good. And then he tore his ACL. And the Cowboys said, he's an up-and-comer, he's injured, we can get a good deal for him. Well, you signed him for $82 million, and last year coming back from the ACL, he was horrendous. And right now, he is a step above Chaz Green. And so, would you have been better? Because now we're talking about, oh, we'll make him a post-June 1st cut, and we'll save $13 million. Yeah, you will, but you're going to be paying that money over 2 years. So you're kicking the can down the road. Would the Cowboys have been better taking that cash and paying a veteran? I think actually they would have. We keep paying all these big contracts and see these guys age out and performance end up being bad. The way I look at it thus far, the only people that have actually gone through that you paid big money to that are actually not leaving you big dead money was when you re-signed D-Law the first time and Dak Prescott. Everybody else from Jalen Smith, Zeke, Michael Gallup. Pretty sure Terrence Steele's not going to be on the team next year. Terrence Steele. You're looking at this and saying they keep signing their own guys that they believe in and letting them age out. Because think about what you could have done with Zach Martin. How much could you have gotten for Zach Martin? At least a number one. Now, you're at the point where Zach Martin is either injured or he's spent. And come next season, you got voidable money that you're going to have to pay. And you'll get nothing for him. And see, this is one of the problems of the Cowboys is they don't know how to deal. They fall in love with the players, and they literally play them till the wheels fall off and get nothing for them. We got problems. Now, if the Cowboys can get a win, here's an opportunity for the Cowboys. The Atlanta Falcons defense actually is not good at run stopping. Actually, they're not really good in coverage. The Cowboys maybe can get 100 yards rushing tomorrow. I know that's a tall task right now for our team, but maybe Dalvin Cook will knock off a little bit of rust and give us a little bit better performance than last week. And Rico is back. Also, too, they're not good at blitzing, which will give Dak Prescott a little bit more time to survey the field and CeeDee Lamb to work some magic and possibly get open. So it's possible that the Cowboys can score some points. Problem is that the Falcons can score some points. So it could be a shootout tomorrow. The advantage that the Cowboys have, at least, is Dak has only lost to Kirk Cousins one time. I know this is crazy, but it's true. And the one loss wasn't really on Dak. The loss in that game was Zeke couldn't run. Our kicker missed a kick that, had he made it, we would have only needed a field goal to win. We lost Amari Cooper and we lost Tyron Smith in that game. And even with that, Dak threw for over 300 yards, had 3 TDs, and took us from the 20-yard line to the 20 in range to go ahead and get this touchdown. And then Jason Garrett, after Zeke Elliott not busting the grape all day, decides, let's run the ball twice. And when that didn't work, he ended up calling a screen to Zeke. In which case, you had to score, so you had to go for it on 4th down, and it's incomplete. And we lose the game. I'm betting that all the money is on Atlanta tomorrow, being only a 3-point underdog. And you know the funny thing about Vegas this year is every time you think that somebody is going to win and win big, they don't. I'm betting that most people have their money on the Texans on Thursday night, not Aaron Rodgers. So we'll see what we're going to see. So that's all I have to say about that. It's crazy because last night I finished getting the phase 1 of the brick walkway down. And only got to walk it a couple of times today, taking stuff to the vehicle and things. But I'm so proud and so excited about that. And I can't wait because I believe there's about 12 of you guys in the last couple of days that have purchased bricks to help us raise money for the getting a house registered. And I can't wait to get those bricks in, and we got the bricks coming with the history of Waynesboro. I can't wait to get those next 2 rows put in there and keep building this. And this is great for me because this is a way of saying you are helping us to make sure that this house is always recognized as something that's good. Alrighty, good people. You know how we roll. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We had Momo. Momo was in the house, who is a Commanders fan. Yes, Commanders fans are coming out the woodwork right now. Shout out to him. Of course, you know, we have Brother Leo, past the Dutchie from the left-hand side, who always joins us. And, of course, we have Ginger Rogers, who is a Seattle Seahawks fan. And it's cool to me that we have, and I've got haters that are 49ers. Jeez. Yeah, I got plenty of haters, so from all teams are out there. But it's pretty cool to be able to share this space with fans of other teams and having all of us come together and have fun, trash talk and talk crap and everything else. That's what makes the world go around. And I really and truly am thankful and blessed to have this. I really am. And I appreciate all of you all. Like I said, I can't wait to get those other bricks and get those put down at the Red Brick House. And spend some more time with you guys. As always, you know how we roll. I appreciate you. And remember, tell the people you love how much you love them. Because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. Peace out. Boy, do I need to clean up these leaves.